So actually, I think I might have missed a little bit of a trick here. I don't have a slide with my face on it. I'm camera shy. So a little bit about me. My name is Levi Brown, and I've been with Revizto for coming up 4 months now. So my background is actually as a chartered engineer, so I'm coming from a slightly different perspective than you guys. What you might find quite simple, I still find very, very exciting. So yeah, we'll get into it. So what I'm going to be doing in this session is introducing you to a tool that is revolutionizing the way we approach our BIM projects. So as you might have guessed from the title, BIM Projects in Your Pocket, we are highlighting the recently released mobile app from Revizto. So, the introduction of the Revizto mobile app marks a leap forward in terms of the world of BIM. I don't want you to think of this as just another app on your phone. I want you to think of this as another tool, an invaluable tool, and this is the reason why. So the Revizto app works seamlessly with the Revizto desktop application. So it creates an ecosystem where project data flows seamlessly between office and site. Yeah? So whether that's your workstation, your smartphone, or your smart device, we've got that data in one common thread. So this connectivity is pivotal in streamlining that communication and collaboration amongst all the team members and stakeholders. And it ensures that everyone is singing off the same hymn sheet or they're on the same page. And as we'll come on to see, that can sometimes literally be the same literal page. So since the app was released, and I'm fairly new to Revizto, speaking to customers, using it myself, is interesting. One of the words that kept cropping up in these conversations was the word convenience. Now, I found that quite interesting because, the app we're all about connectivity, we're all about, collaboration, and this word convenience came up. So I actually looked it up. So the dictionary definition of convenience is defined as the state or quality of being easy, efficient, and practical. So convenience is often associated with saving time, reducing effort, and providing accessibility. And exactly what the Revizto phone app sets out to do. It removes the barriers and enables access to BIM projects from a device that everyone is comfortable using. Everyone has it. If it's not in your hand right now, it's probably in your pocket, hence Revizto, BIM projects in your pocket. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to go through and talk to you about some of the features and benefits, and hopefully it should be clearer, get a clear understanding of how this can really upskill you and your teams and that connectivity between the site and the office. Keep your projects within time and within budget. So, one of the key strengths of Revizto, and I've made the assumption here that everyone is familiar with Revizto as an application. If you're not, then by all means, please come and speak to us as a team. I might be referring to the desktop app sometimes. But one of the key strengths of Revizto is its ability to seamlessly display model data, reality capture data, mesh data, whether that's coming from Revit, Rhino, Tekla, wherever it might be, in multiple formats. And the mobile app is exactly the same. So it offers a high degree of flexibility when it comes to accessing the model and the data that we need and want to work with. So we can take that convenience a step further now as well, because what we're able to do on site and using the app is project managers can create groups and they can bundle these models together. So when you arrive on site and you have a particular task to do, or there's something that you want to do on site, you can simply go to the preset views and download or get the models that are specific to that task. So by streamlining this access, we're looking at the same project data, and it boosts the productivity of the team in the field. Not only that, it empowers the field teams to focus on the core responsibilities, and again, everyone's looking at everything from the same perspective. Now, I'm sure you'll agree with me that when it comes to any tool that provides information and detail, no matter how rich the detail is, it only becomes truly usable when that data is accessible. So apparently individuals spend around 3 hours a day plus on their mobile devices. I mean, sounds like a bit of a lot, but actually in hindsight it makes sense. In fact, when you compare it, in the UK we spend just over an hour eating every day. So we spend 3 times as much on our phone than we do for breakfast, lunch and dinner. So if you couple that we're using our phones more and more, couple it with the fact that the Revizto app has an intuitive gamer-style navigation system, it's no wonder that you put it into the hands of a new user, someone on site, and they're running around a really large, really complex model like it's an extension of themselves. It's really, really nice to see. Like I said, I've only been here a few months, and every time someone comes and uses the new Revizto phone app, it's really exciting to watch them. It's like watching a toddler take their first steps, but running at the same time. So as you can see here in the model, we are walking around. We've got pinch to zoom. We've got one-finger joystick for walking around. And also we've got the gyroscope function, which adds like an immersive dimension. So as the user moves the device around, the virtual environment changes with the movement of their device. So making it accessible for technical and non-technical members alike. So in addition to the intuitive controls, the mobile app offers an invaluable feature when it comes to navigating large and complex projects. So if we want to pinpoint an exact location, we want to go to a certain place within the model, we can make use of the presets. So saved viewpoints are essentially predefined views of the model tailored to specific requirements or something that we want to see or we want others to see. So each saved viewpoint offers a custom perspective optimized for the particular task. And these predetermined views can encompass things like levels, color-coded elements, site progress, zones within our project. So this means that when we're on site, we can bypass the sometimes time-consuming effort of seeing exactly what we want to have on screen, turning things off, changing layers and things like that. It also means that we can get on with the task quicker, but it means that there's no communication. Again, everyone can see we're working on the same viewport. What are you looking at? We're looking at the same thing, and have that communication stream in our team. So those of you familiar with the Revizto app will know that you've got the ability to delve deeper into any of the model data you have. And like I say, that can be your model data, your reality capture data, your mesh data. And we can view the properties associated with each element, whether it's structural, materials, or other project-related information. And this level of detail provides valuable insights, obviously for when we're in the office, but for the site teams as well. So beyond merely viewing these, what we've got the option now also to do is add custom properties. Now, why is this important in relation to the app? We've always been able to add custom properties. Well, take a scenario, for example, where a project manager or supervisor introduces a simple custom property, a Boolean field, yes or no. So a site team now can say, go to an element, and they've got this simple yes or no question associated with the element. So that could be something like, has that steel arrived on site? Has that steel been erected? Is the Q&A on that concrete pour completed? And then based on those custom properties, you can color the model so that we now have a visual representation of site progress. And obviously, we're all very visual creatures. So what this does is it really puts power and information into the right people's hands. So we've had a lot this morning, right information, right people, right time. A very nice and simple way to do that. And then hyperlink. So I think Colin mentioned before about QR codes. I've seen this on quite a few sites now. It's really, really, well, I find it quite fancy. I quite like it. When we find ourselves on a construction site or a complex environment and we want to navigate to where we are in that building. So say we're on a site walk, we hadn't intended to do something, we see something amiss, and we want to now occupy the digital space in the same way we are in reality. So we can go to the rooms and we can simply select the room that we're in, and automatically the app will take us to that room. And obviously if we turn on the gyroscope there, where we can then look around and mimic our real life environment with our digital environment. Now, you can either do that or you can literally, if you don't know what room you're in, you can search and get to it that way. In just a couple of clicks, we'll occupy the same virtual space as we are in reality. Now, QR code, so this is the slide. So I really like this. You can print out QR codes for your site and link those directly to the QR stamps within your model. So you've got the option now to place physical markers throughout a site, wherever that might be, and have a corresponding stamp within your model. So anytime you're walking around site, you can simply scan the QR code and be instantly teleported to that position within the model. I geeked out at this. A lot of people, it's kind of normal, but I think this is a really good way to navigate on-site and off-site. I was on a job in Birmingham the other day, and they had this dotted around the site, and it was really nice to just simply quickly come in, have an issue on the app. There's an issue here. okay, let's have a look, scan the QR code in the same place, that issue's been resolved, and away we go. So that communication stream, it really enhances that and links the visual and, sorry, not the visual, the real life and the digital model. So it really elevates that user experience. Obviously, the issue tracker is a fundamental feature of Revizto as a whole, and the mobile app takes this functionality now to another level. So we've got the ability to create issues, attach images in real time directly from site, without the need to upload or send later via email or other means. If you think about an old scenario, you're on site, you want to highlight an issue. You call your manager, Mr. Ralph, I've spotted this. Okay, can you send me a picture? Yeah, I'll send you a picture. That picture gets lost, blah, blah, blah. Now we have that seamless link between the site and the office to either tell someone, look, this is an issue you need to go out and resolve on site, or the other way around. So this is something that we found on site, and we've got that dynamic link between the site and the office. So the real-time communication really accelerates issue resolution, and it makes it possible for project teams to respond promptly. When we talk about real-time, it doesn't get quicker than that for smoother project delivery. Now, one thing I really like about this app, and I couldn't find a way to represent it with pictures, is the text-to-speech app. I'm terrible at texting. It takes me ages. I make tons of spelling mistakes. But you can simply grab your phone, snap a shot, dictate what you want the app to say, and it will come up in the live stream, having that communication flow as well. So something I really wanted to highlight on this slide is, at the beginning, I didn't want you to think about this as just another app. It's a tool that works together with the desktop application. I think it's essential to recognize the broader value than just having the model available on your phone. It really opens up that communication stream among project teams. And obviously, we're not going to forget about 2D drawings. I think Colin mentioned Kia going to a paperless site, which is fantastic. It's natural progression for people to move away from paper PDF copies to 2D digital drawings, and that's a space that we support. It's a comfortable space for a lot of site teams still. So it goes without saying that one of the primary advantages of digital 2D drawings is the fact that you don't have to carry around a whole bunch of 2D pieces of paper. I remember when I was on site, I'd have to run back to the site office to get another revision of a drawing because I had the wrong revision or I was on a different floor. So it really eliminates that. So in the mobile app, we have the option to see all of our 2D drawings instantaneously, wherever we are. And we've still got the ability to create issues, create red line markups, and have that communication stream. But what's really nice is even if 2D is your preferred method of working, say if your team's split 50-50, half of them like to work in 2D, half of them like to work in 3D, it doesn't matter because we've still got that dynamic link between the 2D, the 3D, and the issue tracker. So you could do an issue in 2D, and your colleague somewhere else on their app, or even in the office, can be looking at that same issue in 3D, and you've got that link. And one of the things we've really found with this is that apprehension to people working in 3D. It's still on sites nowadays, especially in the UK and Ireland. This is really helping people to get over that. So it's upskilling the teams at the same time. They can work in an area where they're comfortable and then jump into the 3D model when they want to. And you'll notice there's a 2D, 3D split. And this is actually one of my favorite buttons. This is unique to the Revizto mobile app. And it allows users to simultaneously view both the 3D model and the associated 2D sheet. So game changer gets banded around a lot. I feel like this is a bit of a game changer because you've got the option to see both now, and you can even use the 2D map as a wayfinder. So you select anywhere on the 2D and it will jump you to the 3D position. So again, it's removing those barriers when it comes to navigating your position on site. You can see all the information that you want to displayed in that 2D, 3D setting. So, that's what we are trying to do here at Revizto, is remove those barriers, make things convenient, make things as smooth as possible, and help you to create teams where communication flows effortlessly in real time. So, from that front, this makes communication more agile, and it means that your future teams are connected, they're efficient, and they're productive, hopefully in part to this tool, the Revizto mobile site app. So we've investigated some of the capabilities. By no means it's all of the capabilities. And it's not just about access, it's about that convenient, instant access and that communication between site and office. Now you may have noticed I shied away from doing a live demonstration with the app today. It was something I considered. given history at shows like this, sometimes it's really difficult. I didn't want the chance to 50-50 gamble it and have technical issues. So I really encourage you to come find us on the stand. We're literally just out there on B1. Me and my team, we all have our phones. If you promise not to run off with them, more than happy to show you, have a hands-on play with the Revizto mobile app. Like I said, I love to see people use it for the first time, being intuitive. You'll notice a couple of QR codes there. From left to right, you've got my LinkedIn profile. And you've also got the two here, so the Apple Play Store and Google Play Store, where you can download the Revizto app and use it for yourselves. So I encourage you to do that. And thank you for your time.